We have been traveling across Sri Lanka for a month, and during this time, we had some of the most interesting and unique experiences. We got to visit cities with amazing, vibrant energy, witness local kindness, check out some beautiful coastlines, sandy beaches, and natural landscapes. Go on unbelievable adventures and immerse ourselves in Sri Lanka's spiritual side. In this video, we are taking you to our final destination as we wrap up our month-long Sri Lanka adventure. We also want to thank you for being with us on this fulfilling journey and supporting us with your love and comments. Continue to do so by liking and subscribing to our channel. Now, let's head straight to the northeast coast of Sri Lanka, Trincomalee. We went to Trincomalee from Kandy, which is around 180 kilometers and takes 4.5 hours on road. So we have left Kandy and now we are on our way to the northeast coast of Sri Lanka, that's Trincomalee. To reach Trincomalee from Kandy, you can take a bus, but it will take you around 7 to 8 hours and you have to change multiple buses. Similarly, when it comes to train, from Kandy to Trincomalee, there is no direct train. You have to stop at the nearest station and take another train to Trincomalee. So what we decided is to take a cab. It's going to take us 4.5 hours to reach Trincomalee from Kandy. Trincomalee is a small coastal town which used to be a natural deep water harbour that attracted traders from across Europe, Middle East, Africa, amongst others. Historically, Trincomalee was known as Gokarna, and the Portuguese, Dutch, French, and British took control of the strategic port of Trincomalee for trade purposes. Well, thanks to its natural harbour, white sandy beaches, and diverse spiritual landmarks, today Trincomalee has become a fascinating and offbeat destination for travellers. As it lies in the eastern side of Sri Lanka, the dry season in Trincomalee is from May to September, and that is a good time to soak in the sun and explore the town. From October to January, the area experiences rain and is the off-season here. We visited Trincomalee in July, which was peak tourist season. But still, the town was quiet and low-key. If you are looking for a place to stay, we would recommend you to check out areas around Upuveli Beach. Upuveli Beach is very close to Trincomalee town and the beach. This place is quite vibrant because lots of tourists and foreigners come here. Staying near Upuveli Beach is advantageous as you can just walk out in the evening and enjoy the quaint but fun nightlife. So we are at Trincomalee today and we decided to check out the nightlife here. From Trincomalee, if you just go straight, you will find Upuveli Beach, which is actually an extension of Trincomalee Beach, and this is the place where it's very lively. There are a lot of shacks here. As you can see behind me, there are lights, there's good food, there's good drinks. So Upuveli Beach is the place you need to be in when you're in Trincomalee and you want to have some fun in the evening. Yeah, we're going to check out some really good seafood that we found here. Apart from that, you can even walk here from Trincomalee Beach, which is around 2 kilometers, or take a tuk-tuk, which is easy. You can find them on the roads, or you can use PickMe or Uber app. Otherwise, you can just rent your own scooter or rent a tuk-tuk. So, if you're staying in a hotel or in an Airbnb, check out with your manager or owner. They might have better deals for tuk-tuks and scooters as well. Apart from that, we're very excited to get some good food now, and we really love the vibe in this place. So let's go and get some good food. Another area where there are good stay options is Nilaveli Beach, but those may be more private and secluded. Nilaveli Beach is around 15 kilometers from Trincomalee main town. We stayed in a very beautiful beach facing hotel near Rupaveli Beach, and we will drop the link in the description below for you to check it out. So with that, let's visit some really cool places and do some fun things in Trincomalee. Our first stop was the Tirukoneshwaram Kovil, the famous Hindu temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. The temple is 4.5 kilometers from main Trincomalee town. You can easily take a tuk-tuk and reach the temple. This temple is not just a spiritual site, but is also situated at a breathtaking location at the top of a cliff. The entry hours of the temple are from 6 in the morning till around 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and again from 4:30 p.m. in the evening to 6:45 p.m. We reached the temple at about 6 p.m. and caught the beautiful sunset from this serene spot. The Shiva temple is an important part of Hindu mythology, and legend has it that Ravana worshipped Lord Shiva at this temple. There is also a cleft or a cut in the rock here, which is called as the Ravana's cut, because, as per stories, Ravana cut this rock with his sword due to frustration with Lord Shiva when his prayers went unanswered. People also whisper prayers in the sacred bull Nandi's ears, who is Lord Shiva's vehicle. They believe that by whispering in its ears, their prayers can be answered without disturbing Lord Shiva's meditation. The temple is connected to Fort Frederick or Trincomalee Fort, which was built by the Portuguese in the 17th century. When you take the tuk-tuk from town to the temple, you can get off at the fort entrance and walk up for around 20 minutes to reach the temple. Or you can just directly get off at the temple as well. If you are in Trincomalee, do not skip on the stunning Tirukoneshwaram Kovil and Fort Frederick. Now, let's explore Nilaveli Beach and its out-of-the-world coastline. This beach is 15 kilometers away from Trincomalee town, and it will take you around 25 minutes to reach. The tuk-tuk was slightly expensive and costed us 1200 Sri Lankan rupees to get there. The beach, however, is beautiful. The water is lovely, and you can plan a nice beach outing here. There are also some boho hippie shacks here where you can get some food and drinks. Oh, and we ended up finding so many dragonflies here. It was quite a unique sight. Overall, Nilaveli Beach is a quiet, calm place where you can spend some quality time with your loved ones. Now, let's go deep in the ocean to do some snorkeling. It costed us 4,000 Sri Lankan rupees for the overall snorkeling experience, which lasted for around 1.5 hours. You can connect with your hotels to check for packages and select the right one. Whale and dolphin watching options are also available if you want to choose them. Surfing, however, is not very popular in Trincomalee due to the calm, still waters. As the water is blue and clear, activities like snorkeling in Trincomalee is a good idea as you can see corals and other life forms underwater. Another day trip that you can do is the Pigeon Island National Park. This is 20 kilometers from main Trincomalee town. The entry package to Pigeon Island starts from $35. Pigeon Island is one of the 3 marine national parks of Sri Lanka. The island is popular for its rich protected marine biodiversity, including sea turtles and reef sharks. Well, that's it from us on Trincomalee. And with that, we come to an end of our month-long Sri Lanka travel series. But wait, there's more. Stay tuned as we discuss more insights, details, and give you practical tips that can help you plan your Sri Lanka trip better. With that, thanks for watching our stories and follow us for lots more local travel content.